conseil d'administration de Zahra, la Rose, pour lutter contre le cancer du sein, Dr Suad bin Amer.
Assalamu alaikum jami'an. Bonjour.
That's the only word I know.
And good morning, everybody. It's an honor to me today to be here in the residence of the Ambassador of Saudi Arabia, standing by Lady Fatimah Al Ruwaïly, the wife of the Ambassador of Saudi Arabia, who embarrassed me about her activities really when I read about her, and deserve that we come from Saudi Arabia to stand by her.
Thank you very much.
First of all, let's introduce myself. My name is Suad bin Amer. I'm the founder of Zahra Association for Breast Cancer. Zahra is my mother, who died of breast cancer in 1994. And also I stayed for 30 years the head of breast cancer research in King Faisal Hospital. I am a molecular oncologist. I retired this year after working hard with King Faisal, and I put all my effort to Zahra now. I'm volunteering for the patient. Above all this, I am a patient of breast cancer. I was diagnosed with breast cancer 2021, and I still have one more year to be a survivor, inshallah. And I can come again to you and say, I'm done with it. It's a pleasure to be with you today. First of all, let me, I just want to tell you the story about Zahra. Zahra, I was doing my PhD when my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. That was in early 80s, late 70s. During that time, I was one of the good students in the Kingdom Kulshay, but I didn't know what's the meaning of mammogram. When the doctor in the state came to me and he said, your mother had breast cancer, I don't know what's breast cancer. I don't know what's mammogram, believe it or not. So it hit me. And from that time, I started to learn more about the disease and how does it affect women and what do we know about it in Saudi Arabia. That time, we didn't know anything about it, to be honest with you. We hardly know anything about it. So I decided, okay, I'll be back to my country. After my mother died, I shift all my research to breast cancer. In order of working in meningitis in the brain, I shift all my research to breast cancer for women. And I came back to my country, established the working of establishing a breast cancer research in the kingdom and tissue bank in the kingdom. And it's an honor to me to say that in Lyon, I went and visited the tissue bank one time with Dr. Samar Al-Hamoud. Tissue bank, because we need all this for our research in the future. Plus, I start to go by myself to the society, knocking the door to all the society, knocking the door to all the hospital, beg them to, please let me do some small lecture about breast cancer. And from there I started. Since I'm a woman who believes, I decided to have a team with me. And I put in my mind that this team has to be young because they are going to carry the mission for what I'm doing now. One of the team was Hanadi Al as the CEO of Zahra. And during that time, I put the picture of my mother in front of me, and I said, what was my mother needed during that time? She was looking for a psychologist, she was looking for a physiotherapist, she was looking for a dietitian, she was looking for so many things for weights, for this, for that, which was difficult to find in Saudi Arabia. So we decided to work hard in this. We established it, and since we noticed to learn more, we decided to establish the association for Zahra Breast Cancer Association. It was the first scientific association specialized in a disease in the kingdom. And during that time, we started for the awareness, publicity more. I was the founder and the vice president. Then I select one of my best friends, Princess Haifa Al to be the president of the Breast Cancer Association, and we are working together for this. After we establish this and we know more about the society and their needs and travel from city to city in Saudi Arabia, I can tell, alhamdulillah, by this time, that we normalize the word of breast cancer in the kingdom. Now, women can talk about it. Easy ask, because they can see that we go to the TV and talk. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer 2021, I went and talked in the TV, and I said, I am diagnosed with breast cancer. It doesn't mean that I wasn't taking good care of me, but because I was doing my mammogram every year, although it wasn't inherited. My mother wasn't BRCA1 positive, I wasn't BRCA1, I was negative, but it's lifestyle. Our stress, lifestyle, everything. But because I did it always, so I found it very small, less than like 3 milliliter or something, very small. So I don't need anything except tabaxifene. And this is a message to every woman, that you don't have to discover it late. It's easy to discover it early. After we established everything and we normalized the word of breast cancer in the kingdom, we never forget the patient. We decided to put our hands with the patient from step one, when she's diagnosed, until she went back and go back to work, by doing different programs. And this is our mission and vision in Saudi Arabia and in Zahra. We want to normalize the word, and if you discover it, please discover it early. We cannot say it's free society, no. It cannot be free society. And support the empowered community to fight the breast cancer and achieve the sustainability availability, which is really very important.